Thank you, Mehmet Ali. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be here with this beautiful people in this beautiful New York night. You know, we are at a very different place globally and regionally in a very competitive environment comparing to 10 years ago, last decade. While, going through this challenging period in which regional instability and migration increases, trade wars take place and uncertainties linger in the EU, Turkey continues to apply prudent fiscal and monetary policies in order to minimize any adverse effects on our country and the region. With the successful implementation of our so-called, last year we announced, new economical program, we are seeing signs of improvement in key indicators such as interest rates, current account balance, and especially in the inflation. This is to say, we have successfully warded off the speculative financial attack since August 2018. We have taken countermeasures to mitigate the possible adverse effects of these problems, especially on the real sector and the markets. I can wholeheartedly say that Turkey is one of the most well-prepared countries for the disruptive effects of the global trade war zone associated volatility in the financial markets. We achieved significant progress on the inflation front in just about a year. CPI was around 25% and PPI is around 45% just 1 year ago. And by the end of this month, early October, we most probably see single digits on both. We have stood by our real sector during this challenging rebalancing period. Our policy successes have also led to a decline in interest rates. We have achieved significant progress in bringing down credit costs beyond the most optimistic expectations. And leading indicators suggest that we will see positive growth for 2019, which most of the people may not supposed to see this for this year. But again, we have achieved an amazing turnaround in our current account balance in the history of our republic, with a year-on-year performance from almost $60 billion to this July, $4.4 billion current account surplus. I mean, this is the first time ever a major source of vulnerability. We all the time was, struggling with this, and just in a year, we ended up with this strong surplus. In spite of all attacks and smear campaigns, Turkey is still a safe harbor for investors during a period in which global trade and finance are facing turbulence. Turkey has a win-win mindset in everything we do. We continue to support all initiatives that support global and regional peace and stability. I mean, you can see this everywhere around in Turkey. Not a most popular region in the world, but talking about Syria, Iraq, and all these problems in that sense, Turkey achieved most of the things that least people could ever imagine, not only including refugees, moreover than that. Turkey believes the most challenging conditions are behind us. Now, we want to turn a new page on our trade relations with our strategic ally, with USA. We are determined to achieve the $100 billion trade volume target set by our two presidents. We are open to frank and constructive dialogue on all matters. Our doors are wide open. We want you, to every single one of you, take part in Turkey's new story. Let's focus on winning together, leaving aside unproductive agendas and strengthening trust, especially this trust issue between the two sides. Again, it's a great pleasure to be here with this honorable ladies and gentlemen with you. Thank you for your attendance and attention to listening us. Thank you. Have a great evening.